Imagine this. You're sitting on a hill with hundreds of other people. The air is warm, the sky is clear, and everyone is waiting for Jesus to speak. This is during what we call the Sermon on the Mount. People have been following Jesus everywhere, listening, learning, and wondering about his teachings. Now, in those days, many people wanted to be seen as holy and important. Some religious leaders loved standing in public places, showing off how much they prayed, how much they gave, and how good they looked. They wanted applause. They wanted people to say, "Wow, look how spiritual that person is." But Jesus had a very different message. He wasn't interested in show-offs. He cared about the heart. So as the crowd sat quietly, leaning in to hear every word, Jesus began teaching about something very important: giving, kindness, and humility. And the lesson was clear. Don't do good things just to be seen by people. Do them for God. The story and teaching. Jesus lifted his voice and said something powerful. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. Let's pause here. What does this mean? Jesus is saying, if you're only doing good so that other people clap for you, then you've already gotten your reward, their applause. But God won't reward that kind of giving. Then Jesus gave a very real, very simple example. When you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets to be honored by others. Can you picture that? Imagine someone walking into the town square with a trumpet, da, 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 and then dropping money into a basket, making sure everyone is watching. People would stop, stare, and say, "Oh, how generous. What a holy person." But Jesus said that's not how his followers should live. He called those people hypocrites. Why? Because they weren't really giving out of love or compassion. They were giving out of pride. Their goal wasn't to help the poor, it was to help their own reputation. Jesus continued, "Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full." In other words, if you give just to get praise, congratulations, you got it. But that's all you'll ever get. No reward from God, no lasting blessing. Just a moment of attention that fades away. Then Jesus told his followers the better way. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. What does that mean? It means give quietly, give humbly, give without making it a big deal, even to yourself. Don't brag, don't post about it, don't make it about you. And here's the promise Jesus gave, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. That's beautiful, isn't it? God sees everything, even the smallest gift, the smallest act of kindness done in secret. He notices and he rewards. Now, let's pause again and really imagine this. Think of a poor man in the marketplace. His clothes are worn, his stomach is empty, and he doesn't have money for bread. A proud person would walk up, hold out a coin high in the air and drop it into his hand while everyone's watching. People would clap, whisper, and point. The giver would walk away smiling, not because the man was helped, but because they got attention. But then imagine another person, quietly, without drawing a crowd, they slip some bread into the poor man's hands. No trumpet, no crowd, no show. Just simple love. Nobody may notice, but God does. And in God's eyes, that act is greater than all the loud, flashy giving in the world. That's what Jesus was teaching. The heart matters more than the show. The lesson and reflection. So, what's the lesson for us today? It's simple. Don't show off. When you do something good, whether it's giving money, helping a friend, or serving at church, don't do it for attention. Don't do it for likes, followers, or applause. Do it for God. Jesus wasn't against giving. He wasn't against kindness. He was against pride. He was against turning a holy act into a stage performance. And here's the truth. When you do things to impress people, their praise lasts only a moment. People forget, applause fades. But when you do things for God, His reward lasts forever. So maybe the next time you help someone, keep it between you and God. Maybe the next time you give, don't announce it. Maybe the next time you serve, don't wait for a thank you. Just smile, knowing that your Father in heaven sees it all. Remember, the world claps for the show, but God rewards the secret. Final thought. Let's end with this reflection. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it so people notice me? Or is it because I love God and love people? If it's just for attention, then you've already received your reward. But if it's for God, then your reward will be greater than you can imagine. So don't show off. Instead, live humbly, give quietly, love deeply, and trust that your Father in heaven, who sees even the smallest act in secret, will reward you openly.